Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This will be a reading for the week of the 28th of November. Please do bear in mind that these are general readings, so may not resonate for everybody. Do take what does and leave what doesn't. So for this week, I'll be divining through sand. Sand has been used in divination for a long time, hundreds and hundreds of years. It's a form of geomancy as well. So I hope you enjoy that. And also I'll be pulling out some cards towards the end. This is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck. Okay. All right. Link is in the description box. Okay. Capricorn. Let's begin. Capricorn. Okay. You're a big dreamer. You are in a good way. In a good way. Like, you know how to just entertain yourself. You know how to amuse yourself, entertain yourself. You're hilarious. And many times it's all like in your mind. Sometimes we laugh at our own jokes. And it's really, really funny. Such an interesting thing that I'm getting straight away. But there is something happening with your wonderful, dreaming mind. Because there's like fantasies. I'm seeing all sorts here. Fantasies, all of that. And you go into a whole other world. Can you hear the birds? I have the most amazing birds flying around. I hope you can hear them because it's so nice. Anyway, so there's something here that keeps you sane. The way how you kind of go into your own world and you fantasize about whatever it is, and it's such a nice kind of funky, funny world, like funny as in like actually, good sense of humor world, keeps you sane, gives you kind of like, sometimes you're trying to gain kind of emotional control, and it does actually, that's what kind of keeps you really level-headed and your feet firmly on the ground. So something that is happening though with all this dreaming, because it's not just all fantasy. There are certain things that you dream about, that you want to be in a particular place, or you want to be in a certain way. A job you've been dreaming about, like you could be sitting at your job or doing something, but you want to be elsewhere doing something that you feel is much more suited to you. All of this kind of daydreaming, something is happening in the physical world. But you actually are taking certain steps, you're taking the action, but not necessarily fully realizing how much you're actually doing. And then it's like almost like poof, like something appears and you're like, oh, this is what I've been daydreaming about for so long. Yes, and it's because you've really kind of like along your way, you've taken the steps to get this thing. It's like you could be dreaming about wanting, I'm getting tomato soup. That's a specific message. If you drink tomato soup, it's here. The message is for you. I know that's very specific, so random, but tomato soup is here. If let's say you've been dreaming of tomato soup and you just haven't been able to find it, and it's at work. You're at work every day and you just can't. You don't have the time to find this tomato soup. And you're eating your sandwiches, every day or whatever it is. But then, there's a nice kind of, your work is offering to pay for everybody's lunch, and you look at the menu and boom, there's tomato soup. I don't know why tomato soup, but really that is what's coming through. But anyway, the tomato soup, and you're like, oh, Oh my gosh, yes. So it's a form of manifestation here that's going on, that you're seeing, and it's kind of popping up, and could be popping up in random places. You could be thinking of the smallest thing to something you've been desiring for a long time. It's like you dream of, you're like, oh, I really hope I can get a seat on the bus today because it's always packed, but you're just expecting to stand for that whole journey, and then the bus comes, the bus is absolutely full. You're like, oh, well, it's what you thought, what you expected. You get on the bus and there's that one seat that is free. Even though the bus is absolutely full, with people standing because it appears there are no more seats. But there's that one seat that you can see. No one else is looking at that seat. And you're like, oh my gosh, no, why isn't anyone sitting? So you go towards all the way, excuse me. Then you get to the seat and you sit down. You're like, oh, wow. Oh, okay. Gosh, I got my seat, even though the bus is full, like to the brim. So you're like, those kind of things. And that's happened to me quite a few times. It's like, oh, okay. That seat was saved specifically for you. And you can take that seat as in any other kind of dimension or situation in your life. It's like a door that you saw that you could see, but it's not quite there, and it's ajar, but it's never going to close for you. It's there for you. It's being saved for you to go in that door, and there's a seat there for you. It has your name on it, and it's saved especially for you. It is like something that you have been trying to get to. You've been trying to get your foot through the door with something, Capricorn. And there seems to be kind of like a rush, like speeding and so forth, and all, trying to like climb and jump over hoops and all of that, but you're finding there's a solution coming about, and there's a big weight off your shoulders. I have to say, there's a big weight off your shoulders that's coming through as well. Somebody is always there to give you a helping hand. Somebody is always there to... You're also, can I just say, something is being returned to you in terms of the kindness, in terms of you always assisting, helping, being there for others. It's being returned to you in a very beautiful, loving, special way. There is romance, by the way, see around. There is kind of like admiration around you. That is one thing that is showing. But there's like... I just see you kind of like spinning around in your chair. Again, with the chair, there's kind of like just being able to be free and smile. And, I like it. This is a very different read from all the others, but I love it because it's very much you. Ooh! And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. Very much you. And boom, the Knight of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and that Tower. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Tower. Oh, this is beautiful. We start with the Ace of Pentacles, because that is your optimism, your eternal optimism. No matter what, you are there. Your high vibrations, keeping it up. It could be gloomy outside, but inside, in your mind, it's a very happy place. And you're able to create so much from that and feel abundant. There is a lot of abundance around you. There's a lot of things around you that you have a lot more than others. And you may not feel it or see it. You could be surrounded by lots of wealthy people, let's say. Let's say financially you are not as wealthy financially as them. However, you are more wealthy in so many other ways, bringing in more abundance, and they can see that. And those other people can see what's missing in their lives. You have a certain je ne sais quoi, here with that's what's coming through. And it's something that is something that feels unattainable for others, but you have it. So interesting. This could be a particular relationship you have, or just the kind of, persona that you have. And it brings a lot of luck. Here with the Knight of Wands, I'm getting luck coming through. There is a change. I'm getting, okay, this, I'm getting horoscope. You could be looking and reading or learning more about the horoscope. That's what's coming through as well. It's like you're just going for things that make you feel good and happy. Your sleep is improving as well. But there is, you know, this information coming through, this knowledge, and knowledge is power is what's coming through here as well. And with this comes in the Tower. There's big change coming through for you, something that is very much needed. Things can turn a lot, but here we have the Temperance card, and that is amazing to have straight after the Tower, because it gives you, you know, a Tower comes in, everything is like, woo, you know, could be turned upside down, or something kind of could be shaken up, because it's like you've gained something and you're like, you have to do something about it. But you have the stability, you have good balance and good control, because the Temperance card brings you that, you know, there's a fulfillment here. There's a fulfillment. It's something, it's like some sort of awareness that you get, and you can't, it's difficult for you to continue as you were. You know, things will feel very, very different. And this could be even at the place that you work, or friendship that you have, that you discover something about them, or the place that you're at, and you're like, you can't continue as normal anymore. Something needs to change. And that's why we have here the Two of Swords, is because, okay, now you see things a lot differently. You see things a lot more. Your perspective has changed. You're needing to decide what direction is to take. And it must fulfill you. It must feel like a fulfillment, not for you to change direction, for you to feel lost. You are feeling, look at that. And we have the Fool, Capricorn. Wow, I am loving this reading. This is so different and so joyous, and so, it's not like a fairy tale, not at all, because obviously there are things coming in the way, but it's how you are. It's what you do that makes things change and turn around. And from this, you take that chance, you take the Fool, trying to decide, what do you do now? Because there are multiple options in front of you. You have the upper hand in this. You, not necessarily that people that you're going to say, hey, I have the upper hand. No, you're keeping that within yourself, but you're making the right moves here. You're taking a certain chance that something is starting to develop. It's like more power to you, basically, is what I'm getting. Look, we start with the Ace of Pentacles with all these sun rays, and here we have as well, we end with the Fool with all the sunshine rays. And it's like, what I'm getting, more power to you. You're standing up for what is right, something that you feel like, you know what, I don't have to live under this kind of these kind of conditions, or these rules, or be spoke to in that way. There's something there, or something that feels a bit flat for you. You're anything but flat, you know. So it's like you're taking this, and you're like, I'm gonna do you do you. I'm gonna do me. If that makes sense, you know. It's like. There's a great ambition there that you're going for, and I see other people going, wow, Capricorn, yeah, more power to you. Like, I wish I could do that. But actually, it's like you're actually influencing others for the better in that way. There's a lot more respect coming. Even if there's a disagreement, there's actually more respect. You're standing up for what you think is right, you know. Ooh, Capricorn, exciting. This is like, there's an end here, and there's a massive new beginning. Capricorn, I'm loving this. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect to your energies, especially, you know, just the depthness of yourself. I love you all, and please do take care of yourselves. Thank you all so very much for your support. Until next time.